Hello everyone. Today I decided to make a review of the movie which I really like called The Big Short. It stars Christian Bale, the and few other like famous people whose names I can't remember, but they're all famous. Brad Pitt and that guy from The Office and like one another person. But like the reason why I decided to make a review about The Big Short is because like I was reading a lot of finance terms today, like equity, convertible notes, preferred stock, restricted stocks, etc. And I've been watching a lot of podcasts about Patrick Boyle, who's making educational videos, and so I decided to make this video about what do you call it, the Big Short. So it starts Christian Bale, where he basically bets against the United States, the country, where like he bets that the majority of the people will default on their mortgage loans during the 2008 crash, and he predicted the entire collapse of the American economy, but most people didn't take him seriously. But majority of the money that you kind of like make in finance is like betting against the market, and you're beating the market. It's finding out exactly when you're going to beat the market. So Christian Bale and like few other people took a lot of competitive bets against the market. Throughout the movie, you can see them getting criticized, getting irritated. Like, how can you have a new idea? Like, you can't have a different way of thinking. You should only think just like the rest of us. So it's a movie about thinking outside of the box. So Christian Bale and like some other colleagues and people who they're so it's kind of like an anthology series where you have different people in different places who are not even connected to each other, but they all have the hunch that in 2008 there will be a financial crisis and the American economy will temporarily collapse. So because of that, Christian Bale and like these people bet against the government, like against the like people paying the mortgages, and finally at the end of the movie, like you have the financial crash as expected, and these guys kind of like win. They end up like making like a shit ton of money, like the garage band finance like VC fund that Christian Bale owns. They make like $400 million in profits, and they give it back to the investors. So this is a story about like taking risks when you want to take risks, and also like taking the constant criticism that you face from the crowd when you kind of like take risks and you kind of like going against the herd. But Christian Bale and the actors in the movie don't just simply talk about the finance or the math. They also talk about the social consequences of like taking a risk, and how people treat you when you like bet against the market, or like when you have a difference in opinion, and when you kind of make a bet that seems contrary to common sense. But these guys win at the end. So I really like the movie, but it is more on the human condition and how people think in groups rather than a story about mathematics. So I really enjoyed this movie. I hope you guys liked it too.